Adesanya campaigned to fight Strickland at UFC 293 in Sydney, Australia. With top middleweight contender, Dricus du Plessis, unable to make the date for UFC 293, champion Israel Adesanya campaigned to fight Sean Strickland. Strickland is ranked number 5 in the UFC middleweight division, and he is coming from back-to-back wins over Nasruddin Imavov and Abusupian Magomedov. The controversial and outspoken 32-year-old is one of the only fighters in the top 10 middleweight division the champion hasn't faced yet. UFC President Dana White went on social media this past Tuesday to announce fights for UFC 293. Here's what he had to say.
What's up, everybody? UFC President Dana White here. UFC 293 is in Sydney, Australia on Saturday, September 9th. The main event, Israel Adesanya defends his middleweight title against 5th-ranked Sean Strickland. This will be Adesanya's 11th consecutive UFC title fight. What I love about Israel, he's always ready to take on the best in the world, anyone, anytime. And Strickland is an absolute maniac who doesn't back down from anyone. This will be a great fight. The co-main event is Tai Tuivasa versus Alexander Volkov. Top 10 heavyweights. Both of these guys have insane power. There will be no judges needed for this fight. Also on the card, Kai Kara France faces Manel Kape in a matchup of top flyweight contenders. Plus, we've rebooked Justin Tafa versus Austin Lane. These two heavyweights faced each other on June 24th, and it was a great fight for about 30 seconds before Lane accidentally eye-poked Tafa, resulting in a no contest. These two wanted a rematch to finish what they started, and we're giving it to them. We haven't been back to Sydney in 6 years. It's one of the greatest cities in the world. UFC 293, Adesanya versus Strickland on Saturday, September 9th. Tickets on sale now, so make your plans today, and I will see you at the fights.
At UFC 276, Israel Adesanya defended his belt against Jared Cannonier, and Sean Strickland faced Alex Pereira. Even though the two fighters were not supposed to meet in the octagon that night, they engaged some words in the press conference for that card, and they made it clear they don't like each other. Here's a little glimpse of what happened at UFC 276 press conference, and what you can expect for the UFC 293 build-up.
Sean, you got quite the lineup up there with you. Who's the best striker on stage?
I mean, I would say me, but I mean, that man was the one that slept that man, so, you know, next to me, probably Alex. I mean, what was it like, 2-0 against Izzy? What was it, 2-0?
Did you watch the whole fight?
No, I don't watch
Exactly,
fight.
do your fucking job next time.
Oh man, I made the champion mad with his fucking frosted tips and his gay little watch. Oh no! I'm just joking. Hey, Izzy is a savage, bro.
Hey, watch
no
out.
Doubt.
Hey, what happened before we walked on stage?
Hey.
I smacked you on the ass like my bitch.
Bro, you're Pornhub. It's just
that's
with
facts.
cartoons, bro. No man that beats off the cartoons is gonna beat me.
Bro, trust me. I can tell you what, if you win this fight, when we fight, I knock you out, I'm gonna do a TikTok dance over your grave.
Oh, fucking, look at this grown-ass man on fucking TikTok. Maybe that's the problem, bro.
And
you don't want this guy's a champion.
Do something about it.
You don't want this guy's a champion.
Do something about it then.
Bro, any
Do
day.
something about
bro,
it.
I will walk outside with you right now. Right now, you wanna get my number?
Step.
Come on, bro, I will walk.
Right there, I smacked you on your ass. The fuck you do?
Listen, bro, you're gonna break a fucking nail. Calm down.
I'll break your fucking face. I'll break your fucking face.
Hey,
I'll break my nail in your
get
face.
This man, Alex, get this.
Hey man, you better focus on your guy. Even though he's gonna fuck you up too.
Yeah, the way he fucking slept your ass. No, Izzy, he's a solid guy. He's a good guy. I don't judge his cartoon porn addiction. I'm not gonna be that guy.
Hentai. Get
I don't
used
judge
to it.
the
It's called
TikTok.
hentai.
It's called hentai.
Same. Hey, I like.
I'm a grown-ass man, all right? Calm down. I'm watching
my
cartoons.
stepbrother I never wanted. And guess what? Like I said, focus on this guy. He's a tough opponent, and you focus on him as well. They've been asked more about me this whole fucking fight camp than each other. So you need to focus on the work you're doing, because trust me, he will sleep you if not.
Hey, Izzy, why don't you tell me what not to do? Tell me what not to do, Izzy. What should I do? Take a fucking nap?
Holobaugh and Jason Knight were in a slugfest at the UFC Apex. Holobaugh defeated Knight via second-round TKO in the UFC Apex to advance to the TUF 31's lightweight tournament final. Holobaugh last fought for the UFC in 2019, and now the fighter earned a shot at another run with the promotion. Holobaugh pushed the pace from the opening bell and was landing better combos on Jason Knight, who was also landing his own strikes but not with the same precision and volume as Kurt. Holobaugh continued to get the better of the exchanges in the second round, making a very durable Jason Knight backed up against the fence and crumble after Kurt Holobaugh landed a devastating uppercut to the midsection. A few follow-up shots forced the referee to step in and stop the fight. Now, both fighters from Team Chandler, Kurt Holobaugh and Austin Hubbard, will now face each other in the TUF 31 lightweight finale. Following the season finale, Conor McGregor and Michael Chandler are expected to face off in a welterweight bout at a date still to be determined. However, the matchup is yet to be made official. McGregor's been taunting Chandler, saying he has moved on from this bout. Following Justin Gaethje's win over Dustin Poirier for the UFC BMF belt, Conor took aim at the new BMF champion, implying he is no longer interested fighting Chandler. "Justin, I'll slap you around. I'm the real BMF. He can fight for pennies if he wants, but I want spirits. I call the shots, I'm in it to launch shots. Chandler. You want it, call for it." Conor also aimed at Nate Diaz and Jake Paul after their bout, and even has been feuding with Charles do Bronxs' Oliveira. In a recent interview, a reporter asked if he was still fighting Chandler, and he responded, "I'll do it if they want, no problem. I don't think they want him no more. There are loads of juicy fights around, and my return date is my return date. I never gave a fuck about who it was. Ever. I'll fight anyone." Without doubt, McGregor has been getting into Chandler's head. The fighter has expressed his frustrations not knowing if this fight is happening or not, after coaching against McGregor in the Ultimate Fighter 31 season. "This dude. I remember when his words held an immense amount of weight. Just tell the truth. Just pee in the cup at the Notorious MMA, it ain't that complicated." When asked about the Conor Chandler situation at the post-fight press conference for Dana White Contender Series Season 7, Dana White assured they are fighting. "I talked to Conor either yesterday or the day before, and yeah, he's ready to fight. I said, listen, get in shape and let's figure this out." The UFC president went along and said, "Conor's opponent is definitely Chandler, not Gaethje. He likes to fuck with everybody, you know what I mean? Especially his opponent, or possible opponents. What do you think? Is Conor fighting Chandler this year? And who do you think wins that bout if it ever happens?" Dana White's Contender Series is back at the UFC Apex. Dana White's Contender Series was back this Tuesday, August 8th, at the UFC Apex in Las Vegas, Nevada. The debut episode of Season 7 showcased a middleweight bout between fighters from Brazil, Cesar Almeida and Lucas Fernando, serving as the main fight of the 5-bout lineup. Dana White's Contender Series was designed to give fighters the opportunity to show their skills and sign a UFC deal, with UFC President Dana White on hand to make the decisions. Despite 4 of the 5 bouts going to decision, UFC President Dana White liked what he saw, and he gave all 5 winners new contracts to kick off Season 7. Here are the results of what went down at the UFC Apex. Kevin Borjas defeats Victor Diaz by unanimous decision. Peyton Talbot defeats Reyes Cortez Jr. by unanimous decision. Caio Machado defeats Kevin Shaflarsky by unanimous decision. Tom Nolan defeats Bogdan Grad by KO due to strikes at 1:23 of round 1. Cesar Almeida defeats Lucas Fernando by unanimous decision.